Welcome to Health by Nature. I'm Sheridan Genrich, clinical nutritionist and naturopath, and I want to help you start the day with a protein-stable breakfast. Hang with me. I know normally cereal gets the first, or toast gets everything when you're having breakfast, but if we can start the day with stable, adequate amounts of protein, you will feel full for longer and you won't need as much coffee to get you going. My recipe today is going to be very simple: eggs, wheat-free, gluten-free flour, and just a little bit of milk and a zucchini. I would like to see some vegetables featured at people's breakfast time because it's a lot easier than relying on dinner to have all your protein and your vegetable intake. And I see it a lot in clinic. So if we space these things out, we don't have all that pressure on poor old dinner time. And so let's talk about then adequate protein intake. Most people need 1 gram per kilo of body weight. So if I'm 55 kilos, then I'm going to need a bare minimum of 55 grams per day of protein. And then that means we need to space it out usually over 3 meals per day. I would like to see people eat breakfast, 20 grams of protein at breakfast time. That means if you're having 1 egg, you're only getting 6 grams of protein. So if we're making this omelette, I want to look at around about 3 eggs if you're an adult, and even a little bit, with athletes and stuff go into another category. But we're looking for a 3-egg omelette, and we're adding some non-starchy or low-starchy vegetables like zucchini, mainly because of the crunch. It gives it some texture. So the way I would recommend to use zucchini is spiralizing it. If you grate it, that can work too, but it's going to be a bit more soft. So spiralizing zucchini gives it that harder shell and that harder texture. And then the eggs, along with a 1/4 cup of buckwheat flour, and maybe sometimes you don't need a lot of milk, maybe just a dash of milk, and then just make your batter up and put it into a hot pan. And another tip is that you could actually do this kind of thing on the weekend and batch them. So you could make up like 6 pancakes on the weekend and either put them in the fridge for a couple of days or even freeze them with baking paper between the pancakes. That's going to mean that you can basically take them out of the freezer, put them in the toaster or on the fry pan, and then have a stable way to start your day. When you go to fry up this batter for the pancakes, I highly recommend only using either ghee, coconut oil, or olive oil. The main reason I don't recommend sunflower oil, canola oil, and all the seed oils is because they're not stable. They're actually inflammatory fats. So we don't really need those extra things in there, and it's an easy swap to make. It makes your kitchen staples very simple as well. And so you're frying up your oil and just watch them every couple of minutes and then flip them over, and that's it. I would like to see something like this because it's more savory. I'll give you a variation on something a bit more sweet if you like. But usually I would like to see something green, and if my favorite would be rocket. If you could add some rocket either between half a pancake that's flipped over, so you're making it like an omelette, or you could use it so it's just on the side and you're mixing it in. It's far better than spinach, but you know, spinach is at least something green as well if you have to add something like that. And it's not the end of the world because these things are how people have cafe breakfasts. So it just means, again, you're not relying on dinner time to have your entire vegetable and protein intake in 1 meal for the day. So give this a go and let me know how it works. Enjoy the experimenting process. This isn't necessarily something everyone perfects the first time, but through this process of protein with vegetables, you will start to feel like your day is more manageable, and from there we can add things on and learn some more tips. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and keep letting us know what you want to hear.